जब पता नहीं कि करना क्या है लेकिन let's load your gun back to any previous server. Yeah, I'm gonna pick, I guess. Yo, random. Oh yeah, I guess. Oh yeah. मुझे भी नहीं पता कैसे होगा. Plane, private plane. या देखते हैं कैसे जाता है ये सब. वाओ, क्या हुआ भाई, बिग फैन भाई, क्या बोल रहे हो. I'm your big fan भाई, but I mean it's I guess वॉइस तो बढ़िया है ना, पहली बात तो का यू नो. अरे अरे जाऊँ कहाँ, यहाँ से जाओगे. अरे 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 ये क्या हुआ, ये हुआ तो हुआ क्या. ये यहाँ पे क्या हुआ. अरे 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 कैसे मिलेगा, यूज कैसे करें. यूज द पैडल ऑन द राइट टू कंट्रोल द लिफ्ट. ओके 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 ओके, here we go, here we go. हाँ ये बढ़ गया, ऐसा बोल सकते हैं. राफ्ट में से तो है ग्राफिक ऑप्शन, वो चूज करना पड़ेगा. हाय यस. हाँ ये हाई में कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है वैसे देखा जाएगा. ये बोट नहीं जाने चाहिए, वो कहाँ पे गया. ओके ओके, पता चल गया. ये क्या है, ये क्या है, पहली बात तो वो क्या है बे, वो क्या है बा, वो खाल बा वहां पे जाइए शायद. ओके ओके क्या ग्रेड है? सर चीज तो चीज तो अरे नहीं 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 यार नहीं। अरे यार ये ऊपर ओके ऊपर आ गया। ओके पार्ट मिल गया। ओह फ्यूल मिल गया। टॉर्च बढ़िया है यार। टॉर्च मिल गई। हाँ नाइस नाइस। यहाँ पे कुछ दूसरा नहीं है क्या? ओह नाइस। मुझे वहां पे जाना है पहली बार। अरे रात तो कहीं नहीं चली गई ना, वरना मैं वो हो जाऊंगा। नहीं नहीं राफ्ट यहाँ यहीं पे ही है। ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है। क्योंकि मैंने ऐसा सुना है कि इसमें शार्क भी है। ओके 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 ओके। और बता विनोद, और कैसा चल रहा है, कैसे हालत है? कैसा? और बता विनोद। एफओवी ज्यादा कर देता हूँ, कुछ देखा ही नहीं दे रहा। फील्ड ऑफ व्यू 90 अप्लाई। ओके यही हुई ना बात। एकदम बढ़िया लगना चाहिए। और रुकना जरा, मैं ये थोड़ा वो कर। हाँ शायद ये बेस्ट है। शार्क नाइस। हेलो 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 शार्क। अब देखता हूँ। अब आवाज सही तो आनी चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से। आ भी नहीं सकती, नहीं भी आ सकती, आ भी सकती है, बट yeah I guess। यहाँ पे जायंट क्रैब ना हो तो बढ़िया है। भाई तू रुक जा पहले रुक जा। ये कितनी शार्क है यहाँ पे। शार्क्स देख के मैं परेशान हो गया। दूसरी बात कुछ। Do you really wanna taste it? Losing myself before. इस कंटेनर में क्या होगा? बैकवर्ड क्राफ्ट के माँ चुदा बहन चोद बेटी चोद कांड मरे। अरे तू तू वहां पे क्या चाह रहा है? मादर। ये इसको क्या हो रहा है? यो कौन है? विनय, थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग। थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग भाई। मैं तो बस वो खेल रहा हूँ। स्ट्रैंडेड डीप डीप नाम का गेम है ये। हाँ हाँ, अब ये सब हो गया बट हाँ अब देखते हैं। आ आ गन मरे। हाँ, हाँ! अरे मादर चोद भड़वा साला। जल्दी चल। अरे मैंने बताया तो सही, ये स्ट्रैंडेड डीप डीप नाम का गेम है। चल। अरे पीछे जाना, पीछे। ये माता चाय कहाँ पे, लेकिन मुझे ये नहीं, ये पता नहीं चलो कि चाय हम कहाँ पे। अभी तो मैं टापू पे तो नहीं जा सकता। हाँ, सुअर थोड़ा सा कैजुअल था। अरे माँ, बस देखते हैं। सुअर बहुत बहुत ज्यादा कैजुअल था वैसे देखा जाए तो। ये एक सुअर है और एक जायंट क्रैब है, वो पबजी पबजी में नहीं खेलता यार, मेरा अकाउंट भी बैन हो गया वैसे देखा जाए तो। पहले तो मेरा अकाउंट 2035 बैन हो गया। मेरा मेरा अकाउंट 2000, हाँ बट 2035 में अनबैन होगा वैसे देखा जाए तो। देखते हैं, मैं दूसरा अकाउंट क्रिएट करूंगा ना, फिर मैं तुझे बताऊंगा, फिर हम खेलेंगे। बट मैं मोबाइल से स्ट्रीम नहीं कर सकता पहली बात तो देखा जाए तो। पीसी में वो अकाउंट बैन होने का डर रहता है, और कोई बात नहीं, वरना तो मैं खेलता। ये मादरचोद कौन था? ओ भाई, तेरे पास हाँ दूसरे, हाँ अरे इस ये गुड नाइट, गुड नाइट विनोद, गुड नाइट। मैंने तुझे विनो मैंने तुझे विनय तुझे बताया तो सही कि जॉब इंटरव्यू को किसका, जॉब इंटरव्यू कहाँ पे देना है? जॉब इंटरव्यू कहाँ पे देने जा रहा है? यहाँ पे वो है क्या? ओ चलो कोई नहीं। क्राफ्ट कैसे करते हैं पहले बात तो, ये रहा, मैं इसकी बात कर रहा था। अरे मादर, अरे वो भाई, वो सैडल कहाँ पे गया? मार यही पे पानी। गुड नाइट विनोद, गुड नाइट। भाई मेरा मेरा वो कहाँ पे गया? वो यार मुझे फिर से गेम रिस्टार्ट करनी पड़ेगी क्या? लगता है यही है, फिर से रिस्टार्ट करनी पड़ेगी भाई। यार wooden stake। अरे यार क्राफ्ट कर कैसे करना है ये ढूंढना पड़ेगा ना। हाँ सी सी मार्कर। शार्क थी क्या ये? नहीं ये शार्क नहीं। यहाँ पे क्या है? वो देख लेते हैं। हाँ ठीक है। क्राफ्टर स्टोन टू। ओ क्यू प्रेस करने से का? ओ व्हीकल पार्ट, व्हीकल फ्यूल लेवल में। ओके मुझे करनी तो, हाँ स्पीयर बनाना होगा ना। स्टोन टू। वैसे
देखा जाए तो अरे यार टॉर्च नहीं बनाते लेवल 2 अरे यार स्टोन ये पहले बनाना होगा ना ओ ओ ओके ओके इसमें क्या है स्पीयर स्पीयर मिल गया ना ये बढ़िया बात है ये डाल देते हैं ये डाल इसको डालने कैसे पहले देखा जाए तो ये ले ले वुड स्टिक ले ले ये डाल दे ये डाल दे पहले तो ये कंपास ले लिया यहाँ पे आ 80 चोट यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं रहा पहले हाँ ये हुई ना बात इसको कैसे करूं ये क्या हुआ पहले तो कंट्रोल्स गुड WASD watch F okay crafting menu okay रेटल स्नेक कहाँ था सांप तेरी माँ की हड़वे अरे हेल्थ एक ही बचे Vitals. Growth spear. ये कोई है क्या? नीचे जाने दे, नीचे नीचे नीचे। पहले तो मैं अभी कुछ बता नहीं सकता क्योंकि अरे 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 अरे, कहाँ हो गया? ये क्या हो रहा है? वहां पे क्रैप कहाँ से पहुंचा? पहली बात तो ये मुझे ही पता नहीं चल। बढ़िया। पहले तो मुझे फूड खाना, वाटर, पानी पीना पड़ेगा ना। फायर प्लेस के लिए ये बनाना होगा, 2 पत्थर। अच्छा, ये हो गया। हाँ हो गया। अब वापिस फायर। I like new to some fire to bed. 4 लकड़ियाँ चाहिए ना? ठीक। आना आना मदरचोद आना। पहले तो वो बहुत कर रहा था। अब तो आना पड़वे। कहाँ पे गए? माँ चुदान जा। हमें क्या है? गंड मरा। क्या हो रहा है? ये म्यूजिक क्यों प्ले हो रहा है? ये म्यूजिक क्यों प्ले हो रहा है? पहली बात तो ये। आजा आजा आजा। अरे यार, मर गया मर गया। यू डाइड फ्रॉम पॉइजनिंग, यू सर्वाइव्ड 0 days, प्रेस की टू कंटिन्यू। देखते हैं अब। अब देखते हैं। पहली डेथ हुई ना मेरी। अरे यार, अरे यार, ये माउस का पावर भी खत्म हो गया। पहली बात तो खत्म होने वाला है अभी। मिन्स की। हाँ, बस देखते हैं। हम थोड़ा वो देख लेते हैं ना, पहली बात तो थोड़े वीडियोस ही देख लेते हैं।
So the movie opens with a helicopter falling out of the sky and the pilot landing. And my dog looks up just to see the enemy falling as well. And he goes up to him and starts shooting at my guy. But tell me why he misses every single shot. Like my dog. Were you aiming at his toes? You was a freaky ass nigga. And my dog takes off the parachute and starts shooting at him as well. But my dog skedaddled. He said, nah, you got it. And while they were running, they start to move through the forest. But my guy, where did you get a sword from? This man just spawned an entire weapon in the middle of the forest. Weren't y'all in the desert? But my guy reaches an edge and he turns around and they have no choice but to squabble. And the way he started off, you would have thought he was Messi because he hits this weave, got my man stumbling, looking crazy. I would have tweaked. And he tries again just to miss and starts to push this sword through my guy's fingers. But he pulls it back, pimp slaps him, but he gets on top of my guy trying to impale this knife in his jugular. But just before my guy was about to get clipped from the map, Kong arrives and he really said, stop the violence. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I glazed Godzilla to no end in the last video. And you really thought I was about to do the same thing for him?
Yeah.
My glory is king. I'm about to meat guzzle the entire video.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
What? No. But after that, we go over to an air base where people are preparing to finally go home. But when we go over to the colonel, and you can just tell by looking at him, my guy is not an happy person. Because tell me why this man was so eager to get back in the field even when his squad was about to go home to their families. He really said,
You fool.
like, this level of hatred has got to be studied. It was giving me flashbacks to Lex Luthor. If you know, you know. And I just gotta pause and address some of the comments because some of y'all really do complain about how I be skipping over some scenes. Like, bro, it's not my fault. The only reasons I would skip over a scene is because I would feel as if it is not important. You can just go watch the movie if you care about it that much. But okay, y'all really want this to be a 30-minute video. But after recruiting my guy as a tracker, they start to prepare. And after getting the plan sorted and ready, they start to near the storm that is blocking their way to Skull Island. And after making it through the storm, they start to hover over the island. And I kid you not, they start playing music.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you. But your ego is pissing me off.
What purpose does this serve? I'll give you the answer, nigga, none. Like, they actually brought speakers to an uncharted island. I have never seen such utter propaganda. But after that, they start laying down the bombs. And they start to show once more why they deserved what's coming. Because with no regard for human life, they are literally bombing this next to living species. Y'all really deserve to die. Like, bro, I'm not gonna feel bad for any of what's coming to you. And it makes it worse because when we cut to the explosions, you just see this man smirking at the destruction. Like, bro,
Get the hell out. Get out. Get out.
Get out.
and when he turns around, you just see this gigantic tree coming straight towards them like to this
Why? ये टफ था, ये टफ था.
My dog Kong really caught 3 bodies with 1 no-scope. Who is doing it like my mans? And he continues by slapping this one down, picks it up, hovers it over his head, opens his mouth and eating the fat nigga.
I got broads in Atlanta. Took the lean, the family.
And after taking out 2 choppers with ease, this man's next move was to overfarm. Like, my glorious king, please stop doing this right in front of the sun too. Who is he feeling like? And in this kind of situation, after seeing this, you want to know what their first move is?
Fire!
Is this nigga serious?
Like, I want you to look at your gun. Look at how big this nigga is. You really thought with your 2 brain cells that is... My fault, I had to take a break. I'm back. Kong starts it off with a dunk on this helicopter. Straight smacked them into dust. And this one dude goes down trying to help his friend, but... Nigga, what the fuck? And Kong starts to run, but peep what this man says.
Kill this son of a bitch.
Not a single person is taking you serious, my guy. You are not menacing. But he jumps over the helicopter, making 2 of them crash right into each other. And we go over to the ground and we just see these soldiers running, and my guy Kong said,
No way out of this.
Man, you stupid bitch.
stomping them out with his bare feet. Who is this guy feeling like? And even with this one dude hiding behind these things, Kong digs into the ground and swings his arm, making that man hit a helicopter. Oh no, someone save my mans. Yeah, at this point, I'll be screaming for help. But we cut over to the ground and the colonel gets out of the helicopter. I don't know how he survived. And he stands up going to help his mans, but... Dog, what did he do? And he uses that chopper, throwing it at another one. And this man proceeds to double slam one of them, grabs the other, and swung his body to the side just to hit the other one. And just look at this scene, bro. Is them tears, bro? Nah, clip farming as if you're gonna do anything, my guy. You're not that tough. Look at it. Bro, really trying to stare into Kong's eyes. You a freaky ass nigga. But now I gotta really talk about it. This man is really mad at Kong for killing his men when y'all came up on his island and started bombing living organisms. Now y'all mad that your actions have consequences? You gotta give him their props. They really thought I was about to feel bad. No sir, not me. But after that they start to regroup and the colonel starts to interrogate this man for bringing him to this island, knowing the fact that there are monsters here. And the fact is, bro just really wanted to prove to people that he's not crazy.
Get us home with proof so we can send the cavalry.
And do you want to know the colonel's response to that statement?
I am the cavalry.
What are we talking about?
Nah, my boy gonna get washed. But while they were walking through the bamboo forest, my guy stops to have a drink, and when he looks up...
Hello?
And I'ma need
Huh?
everybody. Asians, Caucasians, all of them.
अरे
Say it with
ये
me.
क्या?
Nigga, what the fuck? And when they look up, you just see this gigantic spider hovering over them, and it tries to stomp them out, but they start shooting at it. And it shoots down these slimy things trying to pull my guy up. They get the bright idea to cut this thing's legs. But even with them doing so, this thing is still trying to pull my black brother up. But he cuts himself loose, falling to the floor, and they start airing that bit out, managing to kill it. But while he was drinking, he sees something and grabs this. Is that a gigantic squid, my nigga? Killing it with ease. But we go back over to the civilization and my boy starts to explain the story of Kong being the king and these skull crawlers being Kong's top enemy in the food chain. These are the ones that killed my dog's parents. And he explains to them that if Kong dies, everybody dies. You can call him Nick Fury, Hero's Duty, or Stank Booty, Kong in 5. And just because I'm in a glazing mood, play that man and 8 it. But we cut over to these guys walking, and while they were doing so, my boy sees this ugly ass bird and decided to shoot it for no reason.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Like, at this point, bro, I genuinely can't stand this, man. Like, how do you start a beef and get mad when you can't finish it? And to make things worse, you take that anger on an organism that did nothing wrong to you. How does that even work? Is this nigga serious? But we go over to this dude sitting alone, and while he was sitting there, this tree comes to life and he shoots at it, but it runs away. But my dog slowly starts to turn around and... My dog. We see you, gang. How long was this thing sitting in the trees waiting to strike? Like, really think about it. But while these guys were sailing on their boat, they finally managed to communicate with the others, and they shoot up a flare. And with that, they managed to pinpoint their exact location. But while they were celebrating because they managed to find the others, this dude gets grabbed by these birds, and oh my goodness, that thing chopped off his arm, and all you hear is my man screaming for help.
Help! Bitch, you got me fucked up. You can suck my...
And even after losing him, they unfortunately have to keep moving. They finally manage to meet up with each other and start to tell each other what's going down. And even though my man suggests that they should use the boat to get the hell up off this island, this man is still talking about some nah.
But we're not leaving. Still got a man out there, Conrad.
Well, I hate to break it to you, bro, but that man of yours is kind of dead. And he starts telling them that they need to go west, but my guy over here is telling them with a logical brain that they shouldn't go west because the skull crawlers literally live there. And I'm being kind of disrespectful. This man's name is Marlo, and y'all know if I remember a character's name, I either hate them or I love them. And unfortunately, they agree to go with them. And while they were walking, they end up getting to this pit, and you just see Kong's mom and dad dead. And now that I'm actually thinking about it, the fact that these things have Kong's parents' bodies, like, bro, the hating is on an all-time high. Who are these niggas feeling like? And the colonel starts talking about some they need to cut through here, and again my guy is telling them this is a no-no, because bro, why don't we just go around? If every single person dies except for him, I'll be happy. I don't even care about the black characters in this damn movie. That's how much hate I have. You're gonna start calling me Uncle Ruckus cause well.
You got me.
And they start to walk through this place, and I have so many things to complain about because 1, why is she standing like this? Like, what are you inspecting? 2, what are you looking at, my guy? It's obviously footprints. I can't even remember the last time I got this mad at some stupid characters. Like, ain't no way. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, it gets worse because this man lights up a cigarette, and when his homie tells him to, hey, put it away, this man throws it into a hole, causing an explosion. Like, the hate that's running through my blood right now is so pure that I hope that every single one of you die except for my homeboy. You eyed in my book. And after that, you just hear a whole bunch of growling and screeching, and they split up to hide. And this thing shows up just to vomit the skeletons that it devoured. And as you can clearly see, this is the same thing that ate my boy from earlier. It's tragic. And after it leaves, they start to move again, but my guy tries to work his camera, but yes, oh happy day, oh happy day.
Shut your lame ass up.
And they start shooting at this thing while it's devouring my guy, and the camera starts flicking in its stomach with it slithering away but starts to surround them. But while they were preparing for the inevitable, is there tears, bro? And my goat, my favorite character of this entire movie, pulls out the sword and is talking about some... He really said death before dishonor, bro. This is my goat. And it runs right towards him, but he slices its arm. But that didn't do nothing because it's still running towards this dude trying to shoot at it. But and while he was floating, this thing grabs him with its tongue. Nigga, what the And it starts to run towards old girl, but she slides underneath and they start to use a flamethrower. But this thing starts to lock in, swings its tail, hitting this man, sending him floating. The gas goes off with these birds popping out of nowhere and start attacking them. But my goat locks in, hitting 1, 2, 3. Passing over the sword with him slicing up 4 of them, but I'm not gonna lie. You're not my goat, I'm not glazing you. And just before it was about to kill these 3, she throws a lighter into the hole, booming that thing up, killing it.
Final pocket. Chapman is dead.
Doesn't change a thing.
If I was there, I would have aired this nigga out on site. What the hell do you mean? It doesn't change a thing. Like, nigga. Well, we're gonna cut over to Kong finally getting his get back, and it starts off with, even with him getting burned alive, this man still said, nah, y'all gonna feel this too. Putting these niggas on fire, stomping this one dude out. And even though I love you, Kong, there is no way you passed out, my guy. And this man was really about to bomb this man Kong to Kingdom Come, but only got saved because of these niggas. And while they were arguing, the big skull crawler arrives and they run the hell up out of there.
You motherfucker.
Like, yes sir, nigga, that's what I'm talking about. But we fast forward some time and this man really tried to hit the sacrifice play, holding 2 grenades in his hands, and this thing starts to walk back, not trusting it, swings its body to the side, hitting this man, this high IQ nigga. And just before it was about to eat him, Kong comes from the top rope, smacking him right in the head, and it tries to choke him, but he gut shakes, tries to open its mouth, slamming it right to the mountain, goes for the elbow, but weave, grabs him and slams him to the floor, picks up an entire tree, turning it into a weapon, runs up and swing, bada bada,
You stupid bitch.
grabs Kong and flips him over, and my guy gets trapped by these chains. And while the humans were trying to distract this thing, Kong gets back up and finally gets a weapon, swings this thing, getting it right by the neck, pulling it towards him, and starts to choke that nigga out, and starts to finish the job with a right smack, an uppercut right in the throat, ending the fight.
The other day, I seen ND ask the question of why do we think that Superman still beats Goku in 2025? And the answer to that is, we don't think that at all. It's only those nerdy ass comic book fans that think this shit. Because if we take this version of Superman, we're beating the fuck out of him. Because y'all are forgetting, every time y'all see Superman on screen, he's doing the same exact things that regular Superman does. That was ND's whole fucking point. Comic book fans get to nitpick about which Superman gets to face Goku, and that's just straight bullshit. Because like I said, every version that we have seen on TV of Superman, he can do the exact same things. Ever seen Superman on TV doing this dumb shit? You have never seen that. Like I said, any version of Superman that you've seen on TV, he has not done no super duper crazy shit. The Supermans that you have seen on TV, they have all been able to do the exact same things. Have super strength, be super fast, have heat vision, freeze breath, so on and so forth. Basic standard Superman powers, bro. You're trying to sit up here and tell me that he would beat Goku. Like, bro, be serious with yourself. I have to nitpick because that's all y'all can do against Goku. That's literally all y'all can do. I'll go try and get Superman 1 million to go up against Goku. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Ain't like Superman can just tap into this shit like it's a transformation or some shit. That try to go get cosmic armor Superman. Nah, bro, y'all did not get to nitpick this shit. Every time we use Goku in a versus battle, we use the same exact Goku every single time. If we get bored enough, we'll use CC Goku and all type of shit. Mainly, we're using this Goku right here. No different version of him, no nothing. Y'all don't go get to get shit like this and this. In reality, the only adaptation of Superman has always been a Superman just like this. Like I said before, flight, super strength, super speed, heat vision, freeze breath, so on and so forth. I will try to do anything just so y'all can fucking win, bro. Superman that y'all have always seen loses to Goku. I don't care what y'all say, bro. You have to go nitpick. That tells me a lot about this fucking character and how this versus battle would go. You and I both know Goku would easily beat the fuck out of Superman, bro. Don't care what none of y'all have to say. I really don't. Goku slams. Y'all boys go in the comments. Let me know what you think about this, and please hit that follow button.
It's a mode trying to put me on the first link. Can we take it slow? I be running out the back by the time they at the door. How you go behind my back? You supposed to be my bro. Fucked you this last night, but that's why I didn't know. You throw that on my name, they ain't know that I would grow. Take a trip to get the drugs. Every time it's for the low. Says he wants some new shoes, swear that's all she care about. Brody wrote away.
You best start believing in ghost stories. You're in one. We're in one, like, together. Not just, like, specifically you. You yourself haven't been isolated and quarantined and being haunted. All of us in this together are being haunted by the ghost of censorship. But it's not a ghost, it's tangible, it's real, and it's happening all over the place right now. We're getting hit from all angles here like it's the Kama Sutra. It is a full-blown red alert, nipple-squeezing, ass-greasing censorship showdown, and it is flooding every possible aspect of the online space right now. The one I want to follow up on today is one that I talked about a bit ago, with Collective Shout successfully using payment processors to bully Steam into removing hundreds of games that they deemed too disgusting to exist. They were really niche gooner games that were very low-hanging fruit and easy target, and then immediately piggybacking off that successful campaign used the same tactic to strong-arm itch.io into removing their content as well, except that extended to things well beyond just those really specific rape incest games that they targeted for Steam. It then extended to every adult game on the platform, and it is showing no signs of slowing down here as payment processors are now cosplaying as the moral arbiters that dictate what you can and cannot use your money on. It's a really bleak future. It is a terrible thing. And MasterCard is aware that it's a bad look for them as they've been inundated with tons of very rightfully angry and concerned customers and clients that are reaching out about how unacceptable it is that MasterCard would tell them what they are allowed and are not allowed to spend their money on. They should have no say in that matter at all. As long as they're not buying like actually illegal shit, which they were not, then there should be no issue here whatsoever. So MasterCard has come out with a statement where they're trying so hard to like downplay it and look like their hands are clean in this, but it's just a blatant lie that Valve has already called them out on. So let's go ahead and look at the MasterCard statement, but I also want to make a mention. itch.io is actually relisting some of the free, not suitable for work content that was de-indexed as a result of this unholy alliance between Collective Shout and the payment processors where they did the fucking Dragon Ball Fusion dance and became every villain is Lemon's fucking evil. And once all of that content was removed, itch.io has now been trying to re-index the ones that are free, so that way it doesn't even go through the payment processor. So as long as the adult content is no payment, it can be listed again on itch.io here, and they're trying to find other processors to avoid putting the platform at risk. Stripe, however, has issued a statement to them saying Stripe is currently unable to support sexually explicit content due to restrictions placed on them by their banking partners. Despite card networks generally supporting adult content with the appropriate registrations, Stripe has indicated that they hope to be able to continue adult content in the future. So Stripe is putting the kibosh on it, but leaving the door open, like maybe down the line, when Collective Shout and others stop fucking, getting them on the horn, yelling and squealing about whatever they want to make a hoopla on, then maybe they'll start supporting it again. But as of right now, it's not like it's improved in that area. Anyway, let's take a peek at what MasterCard had to say. Clarifying recent headlines on gaming content. MasterCard has not evaluated any game or required restrictions of any activity on game creator sites and platforms contrary to media reports and allegations. Our payment network follows standards based on the rule of law. Put simply, we allow all lawful purchases on our network. At the same time, we require merchants to have appropriate controls to ensure MasterCard cards cannot be used for unlawful purchases, including illegal adult content. That is what we call a big load of barnacles. Valve already gave a statement to Kotaku, well, a spokesperson for Valve did, which is probably the fastest I've ever seen Valve give a statement, to be honest. They immediately came out and said, wait a minute, nope, flag on the play, we're gonna have to challenge this one here, this is ridiculous, because it was MasterCard, it was these payment processors, it did come from them. That was reported by Steam and itch.io. It is an irrefutable fact. So anyway, Valve came out to once again say that that's exactly what happened. They said payment processors rejected Valve's current guidelines for moderating illegal content on Steam, citing MasterCard's Rule 5.12.7. MasterCard did not communicate with Valve directly despite our request to do so. MasterCard communicated with payment processors and their acquiring banks. Payment processors communicated this with Valve, and we replied by outlining Steam's policy since 2018 of attempting to distribute games that are legal for distribution. Payment processors rejected this and specifically cited MasterCard's Rule 5.12.7 and risk to the MasterCard brand. So that rule that they keep referencing states a merchant must not submit to its acquirer and a customer must not submit to the interchange system any transaction that is illegal or in the sole discretion of the corporation may damage the goodwill of the corporation or reflect negatively on the marks. The sale of a product or service, including an image which is patently offensive and lacks serious artistic value, such as by way of example and not limitation, images of non-consensual sexual behavior, sexual exploitation of a minor, non-consensual mutilation of a person or body part, and bestiality, or any other material that the corporation deems unacceptable to sell in connection with a mark. Violations of Rule 5.12.7 can result in fines, audits, or companies being dropped by the payment processors. To put that into human language, it's basically saying MasterCard reserves the right to terminate business with a company that is selling illegal products or services or selling things that MasterCard deems potentially damaging to their brand. Really though, the purpose of having this baked in is so that way even if a company isn't doing something illegal or selling something illegal, they can still have this rule here where if MasterCard just decides, we think that might be somewhat risky to our image. Thus, if it's not removed, we're leaving. They have that here. They have that ability to fall back on that. So in this case, Steam, they weren't doing anything illegal, at least not from any of the available information out there, but since MasterCard was told that they need to take action by collective shout, they can then say, hey, if these aren't removed, we're leaving because this is damaging to our brand, we don't agree with this content, we will not support this. Thus, they can threaten to pull out from Steam and itch.io. And it's in their rules that they can do that for anything that vaguely could be construed as, damaging to their image. It doesn't have to be just illegal stuff. And MasterCard comes out and blatantly lies about it. Like, they tried so hard to, placate. It's unreal. Like, they immediately got called out on this lie. They were talking about how they were going to clarify misinformation around their involvement in this censoring and the removal of these games. And, trying to make it seem like they're blameless in this. But they are literally to blame. Them and Collective Shout working together. This tag team. It is blatantly misleading information MasterCard just puts out there, and I bet there are no repercussions for them as a company for it, even though it is just literally not true about how they weren't really involved in these games removals. Yes, they were. Valve also confirms that. Valve tried to argue saying hey, this is all part of our moderating, policy that we've had since 2018, replying with that information, only to get met with a fucking wall where they said, nope,